Good morning, everyone. Our today's talk is very interesting. We are going to discuss about frog. This paper was presented in World Aquaculture Society Conference held in Singapore recently. Our topic is on integrated healthcare strategies for sustainable frog culture in Vietnam and China. The main contents would be first, frog production and culture system, distribution challenges, and frog health formulation development. Second, health production trial and observation. Objectives, materials, and methods, result, and discuss. Frog production distribution. In Vietnam, frog meat is popular in the Mekong Delta. Domestic demand is increasing because frog meat is considered nutritious and affordable. Vietnam exports frog products, mainly frozen legs, to Europe and regional Asian markets. Frog species cultured in Vietnam and also in China are mainly American bullfrog and Thai bullfrog, which is Rana rugosa. Due to its better adaptability to Vietnam's environmental conditions, the Thai frog is dominant cultured species, accounting for more than 99% of total population. Production model of frog is mainly the brooder stock, which are either imported from Thailand and China or domestically available. Then the second step is reproduction. After reproduction is tadpoles. Tadpoles are grown for 1 month, and then grow out stage, which is for 3 to 4 months, depending on the market size demand. The major culture methods are in the cage, pan culture in the tanks, or in the cemented tanks, where a few centimeter water will be there, and frogs can easily half in above the water level. Critical dietary requirements with life stages. So in tadpole stage, they have generally considered from age 1 to 25 days old. Protein level is 40 to 42% crude protein. Feed type crumble, micro pellet feed, pellet size 0.3 millimeter, 0.5 millimeter, and 1 millimeter. Body weight 1 to 3 gram per frog. The second stage would be juvenile frog stage, 25 to 55 days old. Dietary protein requirement 32 to 35% of crude protein. Pellet size 1 millimeter to 4 millimeter size. Body weight 3 gram to 100 gram frog. And grow out market size is 55 to 125 days, means 4 months. Culture period, dietary protein level is lower, 28 to 32% of crude protein. Pellet size, depending on the age and weight of the frog, 4 millimeter to 10 millimeter, and body weight generally 100 to 400 gram, and it is harvested as per the demand. Like in Cambodia market, the demand is for bigger size frog. Vietnam generally 200 to 300 gram, and the same size in China. The water quality requirements are almost the same as other aqua species. Temperature preferable is 28 to 35 degrees. Dissolved oxygen more than 4 ppm. pH 6.8 to 7.8. And other parameters, mainly nitrite is very critical, and it can create toxicity. Salinity is 0, but in Mekong Delta, sometimes it goes higher up to 5 ppt. The farming cost and performance. So farming cost, when it comes to fingerling production cost, is 0.015 to 0.023 US dollar per frog. And grow out production cost is USD 1.21 to 1.37 per kilogram of frog. And performance-wise, FCR goes from 1.1 to 1.3. ADG, which is average daily gain growth, is 3 to 3.5 gram per frog per day. ADFI, average daily feed intake, is 2.5 to 3.5 gram per day. What are the challenges? Poor broodstock and seed quality. Broodstock selection is mainly based on phenotypic characteristics, resulting in inbreeding issues and reduced productivity of frog seed. Unstable market and fragmented production. Commercial frog markets remain small scale and unstable, limiting the expansion of extensive grow-out farming systems. Seasonal constraints especially in northern Vietnam and southern China experiences four distinct seasons. During winter, air temperature may drop to 0 to 15 degrees Celsius, reducing feeding activity or causing hibernation, which can lead to slow growth or growth retardation. So generally, farmers avoid the last 2 3 months of winter period. Now, coming to disease, there are list of diseases which you can see in the screen are reported, which causes heavy loss in frog culture and production. The most common is red leg disease, which is caused by bacterial infection, and rhinovirus, which is a viral, and frog has sudden mortality. Then come to disease management and what limitations we have. Disease outbreaks may not effectively controlled due to a scattered small-scale farming practice. It's like backyard farming, and it's really hard to control because different farms, different houses have their own practice, and they try to hide or they don't know what's going on if there is mortality. So lack of information, lack of coordination has been reported, and that creates heavy loss in the farming. There are currently limited in-depth research projects focusing on diseases affected cultured frogs. Now here, the case what we have observed and we try to solve is the edema and liver and kidney failure. Edema syndrome or frog blood dropsy, where the stomach tummy become big and full of water or watery substances. In commercial Thai frog hatcheries and environments and the grow out, a swollen belly is typically an endpoint symptom of a deeper systemic breakdown rather than an isolated disease. And second one, kidney and liver failure, poor water quality such as high ammonia or toxic chemical runoff, especially in the deltas, Mekong Delta and other delta area, the delta of Guangdong province, comprises the frog's osmoregulatory system, destroying the kidney ability to process water. Now, considering all these issues, then there are a lot of antibiotics used because it's easily available, and when it is applied, farmer can see the effect faster, especially when it is a bacterial or fungal disease. So a lot of issues are coming up concerning to human health. Considering all these issues, we are trying to develop a formulation from natural resources and also using some vitamins and amino acid, which are synthetic in nature, to make a blend which can help to strengthen the immunity of frog, make it healthy, and bring a situation to fight against certain pathogens directly and indirectly. So how it will work, action mechanism. So if it is a natural ingredient, antibacterial, anti-quorum sensing, anti-inflammatory. Amino acid, it helps in immune enhancement, tissue repair, stress reduction. Phytogenics, antioxidant, and hepatoprotective effects. functional peptides, gut integrity, and immune modulation. Combined formulation, synergistic disease resistance, and survival improvement. Now, introduction mechanism of action to reduce the abnormalities. So in practice, functional formulations are most effective when integrated with biosecurity, pond microbiome management, water quality control, proper feeding management, pathogen monitoring, rather than being used as a standard treatment. The mechanism of action of functional formulations. Frog is mainly associated with improving gut health, enhancing immunity, reducing stress, and suppressing opportunistic pathogens. Functional formulations help reduce the severity and impact of infection and improve frog resilience and growth performance. Now, trial setup are done in the following ways, with the objectives to maintain optimal growth in stressed conditions, to observe the biological and physiological responses in frogs. Test formulation, a composite blend of natural ingredients, amino acids, and vitamins. Formulation doses, control, then treatment 1 ppm dose, treatment 2, 0.5 ppm dose, and treatment 3, 0.25 ppm dose. Application by sprinkling in every 2 to 3 days. Duration of trial 2 to 3 months, the whole culture period. 2 sets of trials were set up. First is a small scale trial in a tank in 3 duplicates with 11 frogs each. And set up two farms were selected for the trial to assess the product's effectiveness in the Mekong Delta with defined control and treatment raceways ponds. This is the first trial setup. Total number of tanks 8, tank size 20 liter, total stocking 11 pieces, stockiness is 0.55 gram per pieces per liter. Initial body weight 50 gram, feed brand commercial, which is our gold coin feed or Pilmico feed with 32% crude protein. Treatment, all the 4 treatments, what we discussed just now, including control, and apply in every other day between 9 to 11 a.m. in the water. The second setup is almost the same. Here we use the tanks, which are cemented tanks with the plastic cover and have the grabs where frog can sit and find shelter. Here stocking density is about 1 piece per liter and initial body weight was 6 gram. Use the feed with 32% crude protein and the treatments were same. So after a month, we observed that the control didn't change much physiologically. 0.25 ppm had minimal change and showed little darkness, yellow to light gray, and we saw pigmentation. 0.5 ppm had more darker pigmentation, the highest degree of skin glossing, and the growth rate was the highest, to 10% higher compared to control. 1 ppm had darker, somewhere much darker, somewhere less, or almost same as control. So it was inconsistent, and growth was about 4% higher than the control. Feeding. In case of feeding, what we saw that 0.5 ppm dose treated group, they consumed the highest. Also the palatability was the highest. They finished the food first. The second feed intake was with the 1 ppm, and the third was 0.25, and the fourth was control. After the trial, when we look at the internal organs, they were normal and no issues found in all the treatment groups. This is set up for the next trial, which we are going to conduct in China, in Guangdong province, and also in Mekong Delta in Vietnam, which will be on commercial level. This is our research team based in Singapore and work in Vietnam and China too. Thank you very much. My special thanks to WAS for accepting our presentation, and which could recognize our work at a larger scale. My special thanks to Aboitiz Foods and my colleagues, Mr. Eric, Mr. Min, Serena, Mr. Hong, Mr. Wayne, Dr. Yong, Ms. New, and Mr. Khan and Mr. Kao for supporting for this research, providing data and relevant information, which could make our product development trial success. These two frogs are from one of our farmers called King Frog. So it's from there. So they look happy, happy frog. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce our company a bit, Aboitiz Foods. So it's all over Asia. It's situated in about 7 countries: Philippines, China, Brunei, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, with the headquarters in Singapore. Its daddy company is Pilmico and Gold Coin. It's a pioneer in animal nutrition and manufacturing scientifically balanced animal feed in Asia. Today, Gold Coin Feed is part of one of the largest privately owned agribusiness in the region, with over 20 facilities across Asia Pacific. We are dedicated to growing with our partners by producing a wide array of feed to nourish and meet the specific nutritional needs of animal at every life stage. Together with Aboitiz Foods, we are committed to nourishing the future with our over 3,700 partners across 8 countries. Thank you very much. Special thanks to Team China and Team Vietnam for the kind support providing relevant data information. One.